God renamed Abraham. And just as promised, those nations came about. Now, one of them was called Israel. Now, Israel, because of not necessarily bad circumstances, it was actually good. They wound up in a place called Egypt. And over time, they grew in numbers. And that freaked the king of Egypt out. Why? Because, obviously, if they're powerful, they can take over Egypt. So the king said, these people there's more, and they're mightier. So he made them slaves. For 400 years, they remained slaves in Egypt. And it didn't get better. In fact, it got worse because they kept multiplying. And the Pharaoh said, okay, every baby boy that's born, Hebrew, kill him. Kill them all. And that's where a guy named Moses comes in. The baby boy Moses was born. And after so much time, his mother couldn't hide him anymore. He was too big to hide. So she put him in a basket made of papyrus, left him on the bank of the Nile River, and he was found by none other than the Pharaoh's daughter. She took him in, adopted him. Now this is important because, see, Moses was chosen by God when he was still in his mother's womb. See, God had a purpose for Moses. And that purpose was that one day Moses would free God's people from slavery in Egypt. And he did this by sending 10 plagues. It took 10 plagues before the Pharaoh finally said, you know what? Just leave. Get out. Go. I don't want any more of this. But right after he let him go, he changed his mind. Started chasing them. So the Israelites are running. And they get to the Red Sea. Now at this point, they have nowhere to go. Pharaoh's coming after them. He's got chariots. He's got an army. So the book of Exodus, chapter 14, says that Moses raised his hands. The east winds came, split the waters. On the right-hand side and on the left-hand side, they have walls of water. And they crossed on dry land, the Red Sea. Now the chariots kept coming. But as the Israelites crossed, when they found safety, the waters crashed on every single one of Pharaoh's people. Not one made it out. So this morning, I'm going to ask you guys to do something. It's a little weird. I get it. I want you to imagine every heartache you have, every hurt, every fear, every addiction, every self-doubt, every single thing that has a hold on you, that you've been a slave to. I want you to imagine, I want you to picture it. And what I want you to do, we're going to kill the lights so that way you guys don't feel too weird. I want you to imagine in detail what that thing is. Imagine what has had its hold on you. And now I want you to imagine that you're crossing this sea on dry land under the protection of Jesus Christ's salvation for us. And I want you to look back at whatever it is, and I want you to watch those waters immerse it, drown it. It's completely gone. See, we're not enslaved to any of those things. We're already free. We've already been bought. We're already done. I mean, we're gone. But see, those things are still chasing us. And this morning, we're going to be singing a song. It's called No Longer Slaves. And it's got such a good line in it. It's the bridge of the song. It says, you split the water so I could walk right through it. And you drown my fears in perfect love. This morning, whatever it is that's holding you, I want you to sing these words. I want you to believe these words. And I want this song to be our testimony. Because when somebody asks you how you broke your slavery, I want you to be able to tell them your story of Exodus. The song's called No Longer Slaves. split the sea so I can walk right through. My fears are drowning perfect love. You rescued me so I can stand and sing. I am a child